Namaskaram and welcome to the fifth episode of the Bhaktavani series on the Alvars. Today we shall look at the life and the works of two Alvars, Tiruppan Alvar and Tondaradippudi Alvar. Tiruppan Alvar, he belonged to the Panar community, which was a community of musicians, primarily consisting of musicians. We all have heard of the great musician who accompanied Tirukஞான Sambandar, the Trinilakanta Yalpanar. So he was a Yalpanar. So he was a musician who accompanied Jnana Sambandha Peruman with the Yal, which is like an older version of the Veena. It is said that the Panar community was considered on a lower strata as far as the social status during those days were concerned. Tiruppanar was actually raised in the Panar community, and that is why he was not allowed inside the Sri Ranganatha temple to see the Lord. But right from his childhood, he was so devoted to the Lord, Ranganatha, that he would go to the banks of the river Kaveri, he would sit there, and for hours together he would sing songs on Lord Ranganatha, seeing the Gopuram of the Lord. One day, the priest of the Ranganatha temple, he comes to the Kaveri to fetch water for the daily puja. So he sees Tiruppanar on the way and he asks him to move aside because he belongs to the lower strata of the society. And when Tiruppanar recognizes that, he immediately moves away. But Ranganatha is not very happy with this gesture of the priest. So when the priest returns back to the temple, he gets an order from the Lord not to enter the temple unless he brings with him Tiruppanar also. At the order of this Lord, the chief priest, he comes to Tiruppanar and he requests him to come with him to the temple, else he himself would not be able to enter the temple. But Tiruppanar is not ready to do so because social status does not allow him to enter into the temple. So he is not agreeing to come into the temple. So it is said that the priest literally lifted Tiruppanar, put him on his shoulders and started going towards the temple. Because it was important for him to enter into the temple and he couldn't enter without Tiruppanar. That is why Tiruppanar is also known as Muni Vahanar. So his Vahanam is the priest itself, the Muni, the sage. So he enters into the temple of Ranganatha, and the moment he sets eyes on the beautiful Divyamangala Vigraham of Ranganatha Swami, he goes into an ecstasy. He goes into a trance. He describes the Lord in beautiful 10 verses, and at the end of the 10 verses, he merges immediately with the Lord. It reminds us of the story of Nandanar, which is very similar. All his life, he was wanting to see the Lord at Chidambaram, but he wasn't allowed because of his social status. And finally, when he goes to Tillai, Chidambaram, and even there he doesn't enter into the temple, he's looking from outside. And the moment he gets the darshanam of Nataraja, he merges with the Lord. Such was the intensity of the bhakti of Tiruppanar, and that is why he becomes Tiruppan Alvar. He becomes an Alvar also because of the great devotion that he had towards the Lord. So these 10 verses, he has composed only on Ranganatha, on no other temple. 10 verses composed solely on Ranganatha. It is called Amalan Adipiran. In the last line, he actually mentions that The eyes that have seen Ranganatha will not see anybody else, will not see anything else. That is how it was. After he sang the last line, he merged into the Lord. He didn't live to see anything else. So we shall now hear to the last verse of Amalan Adipiran, where he mentions about the beauty of Ranganatha and wanting to merge with the Lord.
கொண்டல் வண்ணனை கோவலனாய் வெண்ணையுண்ட வாயன் கொண்டல் வண்ணனை கோவலனாய் வெண்ணையுண்ட வாயன் என் உள்ளம் கவர்ந்தானே என் உள்ளம் கவர்ந்தானே கொண்டல் வண்ணனை கோவலனாய் வெண்ணையுண்ட வாயன் என் உள்ளம் கவர்ந்தானே அண்டர் கோணணியரங்கன் என் அமுதினை கண்ட கண்கள் அண்டர் கோணணியரங்கன் என் அமுதினை கண்ட கண்கள் மற்றொன்றினை காணாவே அமுதினை கண்ட கண்கள் மற்றொன்றினை காணாவே மற்றொன்றினை காணாவே காணாவே.
The next Alvar that we will be seeing is Tondaradipudi Alvar. The original name of Tondaradipudi Alvar was Vipranarayana. He was a great Vaishnavite who, the first time he set eyes on Ranganatha, was so taken by the beauty of Ranganatha that he wanted to dedicate his entire life in the service of Ranganatha. So he used to do the Pushpa Kainkaryam. He used to grow a beautiful garden and he used to make garlands out of the flowers in the tulasi from the garden and give it for seva at the Srirangam temple. So this was his way of doing Kainkaryam or seva to the Lord. Once a dancer called Devadevi, she was passing by the garden of Vipranarayana. She was so enamored by the beauty of the garden and later also the dedication that she heard about that Vipranarayana had towards Lord Ranganatha. As a part of the bet she had with her friend, she wanted to make Vipranarayana her slave rather than the slave of Ranganatha. And she succeeded in doing that. Very soon Vipranarayana stopped doing all pujas and ablutions to the Lord and he was constantly wanting the company of Devadevi. He started spending his time and money on Devadevi and very soon he became a pauper. He lost all his wealth. And when he lost all his wealth, Devadevi also left Vipranarayana and went away. He was torn, he was distraught. He didn't know what to do. Seeing the state of Vipranarayana, Lakshmi in Vaikuntham, she could not bear it. She is a mother, isn't it? She tells Ranganatha, what kind of a play is this? Why are you playing with your devotee like this? So Ranganatha comes down in the form of Vipranarayana's servant and he takes the golden cup which is used for the different pujas in the Srirangam temple. He takes that golden cup and goes to the house of Devadevi. And he knocks the door And she asks, "Who are you?" He says, "I am Rangan, the servant of Vipranarayana. And Vipranarayana has asked to give this golden cup to you." So she's amazed. It's a very heavy golden cup. So she's amazed that Vipranarayana still has wealth with him. And Rangan says, "Vipranarayana, he was longing to meet you." So she says immediately, "Please ask Vipranarayana to come and meet me. I would love to meet him." Till then, she was remaining away from him. She didn't even bother. She didn't even want to talk to him. She was ignoring whenever he came to her place. But now, knowing that he has wealth, she agrees to meet Vipranarayana. So Rangan goes straight to the house of Vipranarayana and says that this lady, Devadevi, would like to meet you. She has sent word for it and she would like to meet you. He doesn't know why she wants to meet now, but then he goes and meets with her. The very next day, the priests in the temple, they find that the golden cup is missing, and the search has begun in the entire region of where the golden cup has been lost and who has stolen the golden cup. Very soon they find that the golden cup is in the house of Devadevi, and the inquiry comes to Devadevi, and she says that, "I don't know anything. This was given to me by the servant Rangan of Vipranarayana." Vipranarayana says, "I don't have any servant called Rangan." So it is taken to the court of the king, and the king punishes. He proclaims the punishment of death sentence for Devadevi and Vipranarayana to be jailed. At that time, Ranganatha appears in the dream of the king and tells that all this is his play, and that both Devadevi and Vipranarayana are innocent in this entire episode. That is when Vipranarayana realizes that the one who came was none other than Lord himself. And he decides, he repents for his folly of having fallen away from the spiritual path, the spiritual service to the Lord. He decides to find atonement by serving the devotees of the Lord. That is how his name became Tondar Adi Podi Alvar. Tondar are the devotees, Adi is the feet, Podi, the dust of the feet of the devotees. He said, "I will wash their feet and I will partake of the dust, and that is how I will atone for my evil deeds and for my sins, and that's the way I would like to serve you, O Lord." It's very similar to how in the Shaiva Parampara, Sundaramurti Nayanar, he says that he is Adiyarkum Adiyen. He is the devotee of the Lord and would like to serve all the devotees of the Lord. Tondaradipudi Alvar has composed two compositions on the Lord. The first, which is his main composition, is known as Thirumalai. Because he was doing the Pushpa Kaingaryam, his composition is also called as Thirumalai, the auspicious garland given to the Lord. And the other is the Tirupalli Ezhuchi, the earlier form of the Suprabhatam, what we commonly know today as Suprabhatam. This was one of the earliest Suprabhatams that was sung for the Lord Ranganatha by Tondaradipudi Alvar. We shall now look at the 3 verses from Thirumalai, where he describes the beautiful form of Ranganatha and the beauty of Srirangam itself. He says to the Lord, "I don't want anything other than you. I have got your company. I am in your company. What else do I need? Even if it is Indralokam, I don't desire for Indralokam as well. I only want to be with you." So we shall now listen to these 3 verses from the Thirumalai.
பச்சை மாமலை போல் மேனி பவளவாய் கமல செங்கண் அச்சுதா அமரரே ரே ஆயர்த்தம் கொழுந்தே என்னும் பச்சை மாமலை போல் மேனி பவளவாய் கமல செங்கண் அச்சுதா அமரரே ரே ஆயர்த்தம் கொழுந்தே என்னும் இச்சுவை தவிர யான் போய் இந்திர லோகமாளும் அச்சுவை பெரினும் வேண்டேன் அரங்கமானகருளானே இச்சுவை தவிர யான் போய் இந்திர லோகமாளும் அச்சுவை பெரினும் வேண்டேன் அரங்கமா நகருளானே வண்டினம் முரலும் சோலை மயிலினம் மாளும் சோலை வண்டினம் முரலும் சோலை மயிலினம் மாளும் சோலை கொண்டல் மீதனவும் சோலை குயிலினம் சோலை கொண்டல் மீதனவோ சோலை குயிலினம் சோலை அண்டர்கோன் அமரும் சோலை அணி திருவரங்கம் என்ன அண்டர்கோன் அமரும் சோலை அணி திருவரங்கம் என்ன மிண்டர் பாய்ந்துண்ணும் சோற்றை விளக்கினாய் கிடுமி நீரே மிண்டர் பாய்ந்துண்ணும் சோற்றை விளக்கினாய் கிடுமி நீரே கங்கையீர் புனிதமாய காவிரி நடுவு பாட்டு பொங்கு நீர் பரந்து பாயும் பூம்பொழில் அரங்கத்தன்னுள் கங்கையீர் புனிதமாய காவிரி நடுவு பாட்டு பொங்கு நீர் பரந்து பாயும் பூம்பொழில் அரங்கத்தன்னுள் எங்கள் மாலிறைவனீசன் கிடந்ததோர் கிடக்கை கண்டும் எங்கனம் மறந்து வாழ்கேன் ஏழையேன் ஏழையனே எங்கள் மாலிறைவனீசன் கிடந்ததோர் கிடக்கை கண்டும் எங்கனம் மறந்து வாழ்கேன் ஏழையேன் ஏழையனே.
We thus saw today the great lives and works of Thiruppan Alvar and Thondaradipodi Alvar. This journey of Bhaktavani shall continue, and we shall meet tomorrow with the next set of Alvars. Till then, Namaskara.